Hey guys, hope you're ready for another adventure of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Five coins to cross the river. But there is no bridge, and no toll man. This is why we can't trust bandits. Anarchy.
Without a doubt.
And zombies? The corpse face is bloated from being so long in the water. The stench from its toothless mouth is so foul that your eyes begin to water. The hand clenching a sinister-looking spear is covered with scabs. See, this is great. Like, if you're in some other game and just saw some zombie, you'd be like, oh, a zombie. But now you get some details. Suddenly you feel faint, as if a cold, wet hand is placed heavy upon the top of your head. Wet hair sticks to skin and trickles of icy cold water run down your face and shirt. A hoarse whisper rises in your head. There you are. She winces in disgust. So it was you who sent me those nightmares? Gurgling, deep-chested laughter pierces your skull, clouding your vision and flooding off your ears. All else becomes muffled as if you are trapped underwater. You shake your head to cast off the apparition. So he's laughing at me. Getting evil vibes. Who are you? Davik Nettle. A storm of bright images flashes before your eyes. A long time ago, this person, then a living man, came here from Brevoy, constructed a rope bridge, built a house, and lived in it, collecting payments from those who crossed the river. How did you die? You see a vision of a lovely spring day. Sunbeams shine warm against your cheek. 3 men approach the house by the bridge, one of them wearing an antlered helm, the Stag Lord. Angry faces, a quarrel, the glint of an unsheathed sword. Suddenly the Stag Lord's greedy eyes are twisted by surprise. The master of the house has unleashed his hounds. A burning smell stirs you awake to the sound of loud barking. Flames are crawling up the walls, the sound of breaking glass, the bitter cold night air. You're outside the house, and something is wrong. An arrow strikes deep in your shoulder. You hear the guffaws of 10 throats. You run, already in the middle of the bridge. The man in the antlered helm cuts one of the ropes. An ear-splitting scream fills the air. It's late. So, the Stag Lord killed him, and he died ironically on his own bridge. What do you want from me? You see a vision of a man wearing an antlered helm. You hear a muffled groan, and the helm drops to the ground with a loud thud. Your hands are covered with hot blood. Too much blood. Don't you hate it when someone asks you to do something you were going to do anyway? It makes me want to do nothing, just to spite them. I'll just tell them those aren't going to do it. The drowned man, who had been sitting motionless, nods his head. Come later. Take the spear. Why does he have a nice spear? He died a coward, running away.
I will guide us.
But, alright. Maybe he'll just stop sending me nightmares now. This is the sort of side quest that solves itself. But I gotta admit, a little anticlimactic. So, can't go the way we wanted to. But following the river is a pretty time-honored way of getting across landscapes. Alright.
Forwards.
To victory!
Direwolf.
Onward.
Classic monster. Let's see if charging helps us at all. Actually, if these two don't charge,
We shall
and she
overcome.
does charge. Ah, dang. We still don't have Shield Lady in front. In fact, she's in back. Okay, well, I was disappointed and then we blew up a direwolf, and now I'm not disappointed anymore. Huh, but I can't skin this pile of gore. Not sure if that's because skinning direwolves is hard or because, you know, splat. Yeah, survivor's gotta just be for random encounters. You can cure blindness with a scroll of remove blindness. Whoa! Bet you couldn't have figured that out on your own. Use control to unsnap your area of effect spells from target. Oh, that's actually very handy. If this option is already active, use control to snap AoE spells. That'll let me target in between people, which is what you'd want to do like 90% of the time. Mutilated body. Looks like it was eaten by some rodents.
What's that?
I wrote it like I saw it.
What kind of trap we looking at here? It looks spiky.
Applause, please.
It looks like
I see something.
we don't get to know what type of trap it is.
What troubles you?
How curious.
Jesus.
It's just not my lucky day. A miserable
I was
last
correct.
chapter.
The trap was spiky.
I failed. I'm sorry.
That's an ugly way to go. Luckily, we can just keep
What a
doing that.
surprise.
And Lindsay was called forth. I failed.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You'd think the first two times she'd get a little more careful.
Would you look at that?
Yes, Lindsay. Would you look at that? Would you please?
Adventures called.
Go look at that.
Anything else?
Go.
Without a doubt.
EXP.
I see something.
You know what?
Just
Maybe she
letting the
can
ink dry.
sing herself a song of inspire confidence. So she's got +9 trickery at the
Anything is
moment.
possible.
Now it's +11.
It's just not my lucky day.
Ooh. Ooh. 54 is a lot of fucking damage. Now that's a lot of damage.
Applause, please.
Oh, yeah, I guess she stopped after she was brutally impaled in the face. She probably looks a lot like Pinhead had a fun time with her. For all of you who are whippersnappers, Pinhead was a character from a movies franchise by Clive Barker, who wrote really good spooky books.
I wrote it like I saw it.
A request. Yes.
Alright.
And Lindsay was called forth.
A few more cure lights,
Yes.
you'll be fine. Actually, we'll leave you there. Alright, another save. Rat Nook Hill. I wonder what kind of things and or people are here.
Stand with me.
Were rats.
Unworthy.
An appropriate name. Wait. Oh shit. Need like silver weapons here, huh?
Body holds no more. Wretched days won't kill me. Can't be over. I always survive. Survive. I always survive.
Whoa, well. I should probably take out explosive bomb guy first.
Patience.
A little bit of bless and bane wouldn't hurt.
Serves you right.
Can't keep this up much longer.
What a miserable last chapter.
Like lambs to the slaughter. Okay, well. This was cool, but have fun being were-rats, guys.
Forwards.
Those explosive bombs were basically like fireballs we didn't get opportunity attacks for. Now I get why it looks like it was eaten by some rodents. Okay. Little note in the quest log. Come back and deal with were-rats far in the future.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Alright. Place to cross the river. Convenient. Getting a book encounter while we're all tired might be rough. Having reached the edge of the milky white blanket, we stopped. I've never seen a denser, thicker fog in all my life. Stretching my hand forward, I could hardly see the outline of my fingers, and if my arms weren't as long as my companions, I don't think I'd even see my elbows. We exchanged hesitant looks. It would be impossible to find one's way through this haze. Well, let's analyze the fog. Okay, it's magic fog. Does a torch help? Okay. Let's find another way for now. We know that there was some sort of evil druid causing the fog.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
A rest would be welcome. We shall overcome.
Let us try this one.
Repent.
These random encounters are a bit on the weak side most of the time. It's a shame I can't set main character to special role.
Have you ever thought about writing down the teachings of Grotus? If it's all so wise, why not share it with others?
What can be written on paper is not the truth, but only the ashes falling from it. Anyone destined to understand Grotus's wisdom will not learn it from a book.
That seems a bit defeatist, but then Grotus is pretty defeatist in the first place.
Forwards.
I like that. First are the river freedoms. Say what you will, I'm free. Doesn't mean you won't get beat up for saying it, though. Alright, so basically, we're kind of just wandering until we find this druid.
Can you
We
make an
shall
epic pose?
overcome.
I need inspiration.
Tatzelworms. Oh. From their name, I was expecting them to be
Serves
much
me
tougher.
right.
Okay.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Actually, he stood here and waited for the enemy to come into them.
Repent!
Hopefully Redding attacks. I feel like I should be able to skin these guys. Ooh, rice and nut pudding. Requires milk. I thought I had milk. Ah, so there are goods to be found.
What a surprise.
I see something.
Without a doubt.
Ah, I should cast more Enlarge Person. That's a fun spell. And it's really good for when you have Cleave.
Just letting the ink dry.
Alright. Don't embarrass us, Lindsay.
Applause, please.
Is this all there was to the place? No? There we go. Another necklace fragment. Ah, this rock. Ooh, a golden chalice. Ooh.
Feeds on.
Now, how do I leave?
To victory!
wish there's a way to set it to auto cleave, even though it's got that AC penalty.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
We should gather our strength.
Alright. I think that's the first time I saw try to avoid. Or have I just not noticed it before? Lizard folk.
I always did what was right. Therefore I became righteous. Does it mean whatever I am because I am righteous?
Repent!
Unworthy. Wretched things. Despicable.
Your life ebbs low.
Serves you right.
I was expecting that to be tougher. But just another one in the bag.
Forwards.
You know what? Honestly, this druid deserves a lot of respect. This cloud bank is enormous. Like, even if he takes some sort of giant ritual to cast it, the man can be proud of a spell like that. So most of the time it said continue.
I'm hungry. When we
Resting
stop.
would be nice, don't you think?
Technic League's mage. A group of well-armed fighters approaches. One of them raises their voice, pointing at you. Hey you, stop right there. Kalena, look at this one, will he do? The group's leader lays her cold and watchful eyes upon you. This one? I suppose, but I don't like his snout. She studies your companions carefully but nonchalantly, as if examining goods at the market. Listen, you tramps, we're from the Technic League. Our slave died, and we need a replacement. One of you will be coming with us. The rest of you are free to go. I advise against resistance. It would be a quick trick to kill every one of you. Choose now the one that you will give. What's this Technic League? One very serious organization from Numeria. Numeria, once a rising power poised to unite its neighbors under its banner, Numeria's leadership has fallen into decay. Here, savagery and science exist side by side. Amid the wreckage of a crashed starship from a distant world, technomancers from across Galarion flock to research and exploit the technological wonders found within the otherworldly ruins. Meanwhile, tribes of primitive barbarians cling to an age-old tradition and eschew technology in favor of their own raw skill and martial prowess. This is a nation where, under the auspices of technological advancement and the betterment of civilization, a select few rule a subjugated nation as despots and tyrants, placing their own power and continued reign above the well-being of their citizens. And I think there was a game set there? People with whom you'd better not start a fight, and who you better not bother with foolish questions. Yeah. This is gonna end in a fight, so best start the fight. I'm out of Bane, but Bliss is a little more important anyway. Alright.
Unworthy.
I feel like this one will be a rough one. Actually, since they're probably going to move, I'll target a person. And that way the spell will move with them. Alright. So who got blinded there? He cast blindness. Okay, it's fine if she's blind. Alright, only one failure. Cool.
Tear them apart!
Just get a barbarian on her.
They go down! Want to kill me?
Oh hey, he whisked out. Cool.
I always survive.
Alright, so far so good. Let's give him the touch of chaos. Wow, we're messing up a sword. Poor blind Valerie.
Letting you out of our store.
Forgive me for this failure.
Could be worse.
Oh shit.
And will be. Definitely will be.
Wow. How did they go down so fast? They were full health just a second ago.
We shall overcome.
Repent.
This body holds no more.
Attack!
It's like, fuck you, mage.
This can't be over.
Lost.
Okay. I really don't feel like we should have missed quite so many attacks there. Especially since we passed our blindness check.
We shall overcome.
Tear them apart! Go down!
So, look at the mage first.
This won't kill me.
Especially if we can heal you in time.
Survive. I always survive.
Okay, so healing spells can get you off the ground.
My strength fades.
Which, I guess I should have known beforehand.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Follow Kalena's trail. What kind of trail we talking here? I wonder why all the ranged weapons seem to be masterwork. It's like whoever the local weapon producers are, only the ranged ones are any good.
What troubles you?
Oh yeah, we need to take a nap anyway, so... Oh, it's not raiding this time. I wonder if that had an impact on my attack rolls.
Do not be set aback by how quietly I keep to my thoughts. Come to me and I will discuss with you the frailty of life, the whisper of the night, the great God.
Quietly keep your thoughts? You mean how you act like a coffin stuffer? No thanks.
Alrighty. I bet they had roasted frog. And that's why it wasn't a hearty meal. Or worse, boiled frog. Just swamp water and frog. Alright. The insidious henchmen of the ominous technically have disappeared into the thick wilderness of the mysterious stolen lands. But not for long. Soon we'd be upon them. First though, we have to pick up their trail. To do that, we... well... Yeah, figured we'd fail that. Fortunately, a spell is such an elusive thing, it can hardly be called a thing at all. No matter how hard we thought, we still had no idea what exactly she used. We had to find another way. We asked her out? Okay. Sadly, the wilds of the stolen lands are not like city streets where you can talk to passerby, go to the tavern, question the drunkards, and order a beer. In the whole area, we only met a single mushroom gatherer who seemed suspicious that we were armed, turned around and ran. No one was going to help us, so we did it the hard way. The henchmen of the ominous Technic are truly insidious, and the stolen lands a mysterious thicket. But true heroes think nothing of such things. We easily picked up the trail of those scoundrels, and soon found their camp. I'm not super eager to take on a whole camp of them. But I suppose it's what I'm doing. Okay. It's really impressive that we picked up a trail this far away. Congrats to all of the people keeping their nose to the ground. Oh shit, just a blind. Yeah, it's permanent. Does it count as an affliction?
What you want?
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
I'm listening.
Well, sorry. Was lost in thought.
I don't think I had him prepare lesser restoration. Okay, well, I should probably take off that sound burst. Hold person would be real handy here. And Bone Shaker is probably more useful than Protection from Law. You only run across so many lawful enemies. Oh, we're close to leveling. That's cool. Alright, one more save, even though we didn't do a whole lot in the menu there. At least not much that'll matter. Actually, I think I saved over the wrong file. Yeah. Oh well. Part of me always wants to be able to eat those rabbits. I think I was sleeping. I thought we could have snuck up on him a little bit.
We shall
Let us fight as one!
Was it just the one dude?
Running won't help you.
Do not falter!
Yeah. I was a little surprised.
The end draws near. Who
Onward!
will prevail? Doesn't matter.
Yes. Unworthy.
Slaver begging for mercy. Mergangar, the half-orc, bears his fangs. That is how you talk now, wretch. I've wanted this for so long. He cast a spell on his outstretched palm, and sparks begin dancing upon it. The half-elf puts her hands on his shoulder. Rigongar, come now, let her go. It's one thing to kill her in battle, but executing her unarmed? Why spoil the joy of being free? Octavia, are you out of your mind? This filth is from the Technic League. By her own hand she unchained us, and you want to forgive her? Do you think she'll thank you? Ha! She'll just gather another band and try and catch us again. Probably. They seemed like pretty not okay people. Before deciding her fate, I want to ask some questions. I will tell you everything. I know much. You will see. I'm more useful to you alive than dead. I notice you don't have a portrait. I mean, you're not party material. Tell me about the Technic League. It's an ancient alliance of wizards and scholars of the Numerian wastelands and its technologies. We are the mightiest organization in the whole of Numeria. We possess powers that the uninitiated could only dream of, and our agents are everywhere, not just in Numeria. Believe me, these are not people you want as enemies. Sounds promising. Only cowards with no honor reckon sheer power a good reason for an alliance. Jaethel raises her eyebrow, but doesn't grace Valerie with an answer. Is it normal for the Technic League to grab random people from the road to enslave them? He shrugs. The Technic League is so strong because it's never ashamed of taking what it needs. Whatever the laws say, we were missing a slave. We underestimated you. That was a mistake, of course. I apologize. What are you doing in this part of the world? I was sent by Maestro Janusz. He is an important person and a mighty wizard who taught these two ungrateful slaves everything they know. He will be furious to find out they are free, and will certainly find the one who stole the Technic League's property. Believe me, he does not need me for that. Whether you kill me or not, he'll find you in no time. You say this Maestro guy of yours will find us anyway? Then I guess we don't get anything out of sparing you. You'd best not anger the Maestro. If you kill me, he'll be furious. Oh, I'm so scared. You know, I actually like getting slavers and other assholes angry with me. Then I get to cut them to pieces. So why did you have these two in chains? Because we own them. The Technic League spent vast sums of money on these two. We nurtured them, fed and treated them, even taught them magic for many years. They cost us a fortune, and we're not going to just set them free. Whatever your local customs say, we are fully in our rights. Listen to me. Do not make any hasty decisions. I am an important person in the Technic League. I have connections. You will benefit from such an ally. You see now what a slime ball he is? Step aside. Let me fry her. There's only one option to let her live. But this guy is potential party material. You can tell from his portrait. I'm gonna let him kill her. The half-orc bares his fangs in a grin of triumph and raises his hand, lightning sparkling. I zap thee with my heart. Didn't mean to spoil the victory, but on the other hand, she deserved it. Haha! We're free! I can't believe it! Free as the birds in the sky! Phew! Aha! Haha! That was a shitty half-orc laugh. Welp. Not great at voice impersonations. Not going to apologize. Rigongar holds Octavia tight, and she laughs lightly and kisses him on the lips. Ooh! We've already got a romance. Thank you. You've no idea how long we've tried to escape the Technic League. This is a miracle. Who are you? I'm Rigongar, and this is Octavia. The rotten Numerian held us as slaves, but we are no mere scavengers. You see that crowd they had guarding us? It's because we use magic. And I'm not bad with a blade if it comes to that. Ooh, are you a Magus? That'd be cool. They're alright. We could use them on our team. Indeed. How'd you get captured? Lost kind of how many times we've tried to escape. I can't name all the things we tried, but we're caught every time, and then they just take us somewhere else. I don't know who'd want to buy us, but imagine how happy we were when we learned they were taking us to the river kingdoms where slavery is forbidden. Indeed, we tried so many times to escape, yet in the end the League itself brought us to the free lands. Under heavy guard, I'll grant you. If it wasn't for you, who knows where we'd go next. Want to join my group? Of course. Octavia, what do you say? I would be happy to join you. Oh man, everyone's all leveled up. Yeah, he is a Magus. Spell Strike. That's cool. But what are you? I'll put you in the party just to find out what you are.
Anything else?
+1 changer. Freedom! A wand. Ooh, a helmet. What are we looking at here? Headband of Intellect. And you are... Oh, a rogue wizard. So someone who wants to be an arcade trickster? We saved Octavia and her friend Rigongar from the greedy clutches of those Technic League adepts, which was one hell of a fight, I might add. The young lady wizard joined us to show her gratitude and to help us bring happiness and freedom of the stolen lands. She's the sister-in-arm I've always dreamed of. So it seems like she's already level 2, but she's awfully low HP. What's her charisma? Con. Okay. That -1 con might help explain things. Now, do I want a rogue more or a wizard more? Or an arcane trickster? She has an arcane bond, which means she's got a cool magic item. Or should. I think. Yeah, arcane bond, object. Oh. Bonded object can be used once per day to restore any one spell that the wizard had prepared for this day.
Here!
What's up with these physical enhancements? Transmutation. Transmuters use magic to change the world around them. Physical enhancement. Gain a +1 enhancement bonus to one physical ability. This bonus increases by +1 for every 5 wizard levels you possess to a maximum of +5 at 20th level. 20th level, this bonus applies to 2 physical ability scores of your choice. That's pretty solid. But it's enhancement bonus, so it doesn't stack with magic items. So, not as cool as I was thinking at first. At 8th level, you can change your shape for a number of rounds per day equal to your wizard level. These rounds do not need to be consecutive. This ability otherwise functions like B-Shape 2 or Elemental Body 1. 12th level, it's B-Shape 3 or Elemental Body 2. And she doesn't like necromancy. We finally have someone with a large person. That's great. And even though I love Lindsay, I might take her out of the party. Maguses are just pretty cool. Alright. Now we get big hand overhand chop. This is where it starts getting good. No wait, we already had that. Hello. Okay, this is where we just get a feat. One ability point. Which, like all the others, will go into strength. Yeah, weapon specialization, greatsword. Complete. And now, when I swing this baby, it's for 18 to 28 damage. My minimum damage is like 150% of her damage. Or just 50% greater. You know. Oh hey. We start eventually getting more story for them. Hopefully it's not just the Miri that gets bonus story. No. Does anything multi-class well with Barbarian? Meh. Yeah, she's... well... I might eventually get her heavy armor, but... Strength, Dex, and Con are all sort of important. I mean, Dex I can get a bonus, but if I put her in heavy armor later, it's kind of a wasted bonus. Unless I get her mithril heavy armor. Yeah, may as well do that for now. That'll let me get her a Dex belt in the future. But for now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and share. and still get some benefit from that as well. Rage power. She doesn't need a bite attack. So, Beast Totem it is. We have the stances we want. The stance of do more damage. It's funny that we can't force her back into Paladin.
I am yours to command.
I mean, she trained as a Paladin. She's lawful neutral instead of lawful good. If we were to take her to Stalwart Defender later, she'd need dodge and toughness. So let's make sure she has those. You're gonna have tower shields and shit, so you're never gonna get the bonus from that dex. Con it is. Persuasion, sure. She's kind of hard off with a lot of her skills. Okay, so you need dodge and toughness. Does she already have those? She has dodge. Does toughness not count as a combat feat? Alright. She already has armor focus. Be funny if I gave her blind flight right now. But no need for that. Missile shield. That's pretty cool. Yeah, missile shield seems good. Bard. No odd scores, but charisma is the main bard. Stat. Let's see. Could really use more trickery for traps. It's weird to see, like, just an okay persuasion skill for a bard. But let's see, no one else has good knowledge arcana, so I'm good with her being good at that. Let's see, we got blindness. Mirror image is quite good. Rage affects all allies. I thought that was single target. It's kind of good. Ooh. It's a shame that's personal. That'd be real fun to cast on other people. Invisibility is cool. Their wisdom's pretty solid. Glitter dust is really great, honestly. Cure moderate. Blur. A lot of these are really good. But yeah, it's hard to pass up on mass blindness and do you even need cure moderate? I mean, we're hard up on healing previously, but we might be okay on healing now. I want heroism, but I need to make sure it doesn't overlap with bardic performance, which I'm pretty sure is a morale bonus.
And Lindsay was called for it.
It's a competence bonus, actually. It does stack. Alright, sweet. Heroism it is. Continue as a cleric. What do we need from you? Ooh. Yeah, I think cleric casting is based off wisdom. I'll just keep him up with the only things he's good at. Nah. You should have at least one in the skills he gets a bonus to. Alright, so now the tricky one. I'll take her down to Arcane Trickster. Requires ability to cast arcane spells, second level spells, which means we have to take her down wizard. right now she only has first level spells. Yeah, this is her level 3, so she should get a feat somewhere in here too. Let's go back. Keen Trickster requires Trickery 4, Mobility 4, Sneak Attack 2. She's only got Sneak Attack 1. Does this get her? No, she'll need... I'll have her lure along Rogue for these two. Seven points. Oh, great. Oh, and she's good at everything. That's pretty handy. Alright, so she gets a rogue talent and a regular feat. That sounds good. Yeah, just more sneak attack damage. Alright, easy peasy. Rogue talent. Like, sneak attacking focuses her, so she's no longer confused. These are wild. Still, no thanks. That's not bad. Are any of these skills so important that I would focus on them? None of her rogue talents are amazing. I'm a little surprised. I can just take a combat feat. I mean, this makes more sense for right now. Yeah, even if I keep her in light armor, arcane armor training would be handy. Blah. There's so many choices for a rogue like this. I feel like I should theory craft almost all of them instead of slowly scrolling through feats at like 4 a.m. trying to pull my mind into gear. Well, just going rogue for the first little bit. I do want to focus on her roguiness for at least these few levels. But Dodge is always good. The wizards in the lake don't really get away from attacks with AC, they get away from it with like mirror image and blur. So I don't need dodge. Could really use like great fortitude or something to help with concentration. We're gonna get rid of Jaethal, so Candy Observer might be good. Make sure she meets all the requirements to get into her prestige class by maxing out mobility and trickery. Let's see. Now we finally have someone who knows about spells. Well, we have one other person who knows about spells, but this is in a big way. And plus 14 to perception's pretty hot too. Alright. Let's have to get finesse training. Punching daggers are pretty cool, but rapiers are just classic. Hard to pass down on the effect of a rapier. We may not even be keeping her, but there's a lot to be said for someone sneaky and magic-y. We'll just leave. Never mind. Some of the loot is not automatically picked up at the end.
Done and done.
Without a doubt.
Okay, boys. Let's see if we can make our way to a lake's trading post. Then we can talk to new people, maybe recover from blindness if that's how that works. Or force people to learn spells to deal with blindness, or buy scrolls to deal with blindness. A little further than I thought. That's a couple days journey. So you know what? That's a journey we'll make on the next episode. I hope you guys had a good time. I know I did.